Moose Country is certainly a fun Rugrats episode. This is the second segment of the sixth episode of the first season, and I don't remember it. I'm realizing I don't remember a lot of the first season. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know if it's because it's not actually a great season compared to some of the later ones, or if it's just because I never had them on VHS or whatever. But Moose Country I have no recollection of. But the babies go off exploring in the garden as a jungle to try and locate some moose. And that's a really fun concept. And it's one of those episodes that obviously there are morals and messages in it, but it's more about the adventure. Some episodes are more about teaching people an important lesson. This one's about the thrill of the chase. Will they see a moose? Well, with the power of imagination, who knows? I won't actually tell you if they do or not. I thought it was relatively well animated, as well as, the first season can be. It was great to have Chuckie, Phil, and Lil a bit more prominently because they haven't really featured in the last few episodes. So I was really keen to see them all back together and interacting with each other. And, Chuckie had a moment of, well, I was going to say bravery. It was a moment where he feared things, but he was brave enough to put his foot down and tell Tommy that this is not acceptable. I don't want to be doing this. And it's always nice when Chuckie stands up for himself because he doesn't do it that often. But it's a fun little story. It flows well, it develops well. We get a great mix of the adults in there to break it up from being an imagination to, reality. And I think the imaginary world and the real world combined together quite nicely. It's a nicely executed narrative, and as I said, relatively well animated and a good cast of babies. It may not be a favorite. I may not have loved it completely. It's not the most memorable episode. It could blend in with a lot of others, but I feel like for the target audience, it's a fun, imaginative story that will definitely appeal to a lot of people. And I may not have remembered it, but it still gave me that Rugrats nostalgia, so I'm pretty happy.